Now, it's a great sign of prestige if you can launch your own rocket and get a satellite up into orbit. This was going to be third time lucky trying for South Korea. Well, it hasn't quite turned out that way. Another attempt to get a satellite into orbit has had to be put on hold. Lucy Williamson has been following this latest effort from Seoul. Lucy, what was it, 2009, 2010, 2012, and it still hasn't happened.
It still hasn't happened, and this is the second time this third launch has been postponed. We were watching here in Seoul, and the countdown clock had passed the 17-minute mark. Spectators had been gathering, and then all of a sudden the clock stopped, and we were told moments later that the scientists had found another problem. This time some kind of abnormal signal from the upper part of the Korean-made rocket, or the Korean-made part of the rocket rather, and they thought that might have something to do with a problem with the thrust system, and so they've called it off at least for today. We're not sure when or if it'll be rescheduled. Right, just to point out, these are not pictures from the latest attempt that we're showing at the moment, but it is the correct rocket. This is the first one, actually. It's a very fine line between prestigious and humiliating, I suppose, isn't it? But after three, I presume they're going to keep trying, are they? They are going to keep trying. Certainly this third attempt has not yet been launched yet, and there is still a lot of drive to try and get that to happen. I think one of the reasons why it's been postponed twice is that this time we're being told scientists are absolutely, they're being extremely cautious about doing every single check possible to make sure that they don't have a third failure, a third public failure of this satellite launch. Having said that, it does take many countries a lot of tries before they get this stuff right, and South Korea is a late arrival into the space game in Asia, and it doesn't spend as much on it as the other giants who've managed to enter that game, India, China and Japan. So it is trying to compete on a slightly unlevel playing field.